Morning, everyone. It's finally Friday. It's 7 a.m. almost. Yeah, this clock went forward. So it's 7 a.m. Going to work. Not for the last time, but we'll see what the decision will be. I'm going for a job interview this morning. Oh well. At 9 o'clock. So we'll see what this result will be, what kind of place that is. And on the website they make it look very good and very nice and all these things, but we'll see in real life how it turns out, and if they truly just need a one dimension person, or they're actually going to use all my talents. Yesterday I posted a video on my Tumblr, and it was talking about education and how the education system is made to sap the imagination and life out of kids to make them good worker, obedient good worker. And that's exactly what I'm not. Deep down myself, I'm a soldier and an explorer, also an adventurer, and I have a lot of imaginations which wasn't drained out by school. For me, everything that I learned from the best. I learned car mechanics from a man that was doing it for 35 years. I learned electronics from a master electronic that's been doing it for all his life. The guy's 75 years old, and he passed away a few years ago, and he taught me everything I know. Everything that I learned, like all the skills that I learned from the best. Simply just the best. Every person that taught me something deserved an award or a congratulation. The mechanic guy that taught me mechanic, I called him back a few years after when I started doing mechanics by myself. I called him back to thank him for being patient with me and teaching me car mechanics and all the trades of the tricks of the trades and all these things. I was very happy with this. And one of my co-worker where I used to work, he taught me how to be a consultant, how to deal with people, how to analyze, how to observe. He taught me all the best, and that was priceless. And he did it for absolutely $0. He taught me. I was driving him to convention where he was a speaker, and because the guy is going blind, and he's talking in front of crowds for money about his careers and consulting and management and all these things. And while we were driving, and many times we went together, and me and him, we've always been good friends. 5 years now after the company closed, me and him are still friends. We're friends on Facebook. We still chat with each other once in a while, and I called him like every 2-3 months to see how he's doing. And if I was able to time travel, when I will be able to time travel, not if I was, but when I will be able, I will get a cure, find a cure for like blind people that are going blind, which cause like maculans, like eyesight degeneration. And I will get like wherever in the future they have serum for those problems, to fix that problems, I will go get it and give it to him. Because deep down the guy is a good person still. Even to everybody else he was an asshole, to me he was a very good person and a good mentor. This is the fun and the joy of having a warm seat, a seat eater. It's like right now it's minus 3 degrees Celsius outside. I should have brought some gloves. And it's like very, very cold. I'm gonna have to put away my t-shirts and buy long sleeve. Luckily for me, long sleeve shirts are $8 a piece. So I'll buy a few tonight when I'm at Walmart. I'm gonna have to go do my grocery tonight. I don't have a choice. So my main focus on this new job offer that I'm going right now is two topics. What kind of employers are they, and if it's paid every week. And one of the third things that really matters to me is location, where it is. And where I'm working right now, it's 12 kilometers from where I live. But that place, it's about a 20-minute ride, a 20-plus minute ride. It's all the way down to Châteauguay. It's quite a drive. It's not a considerable drive, but it's quite a drive. And considering that I'm gonna have to use my car a whole lot than just this small average kilometers per week, then they're gonna need to pay me a very good salary. I'm not gonna leave where I am for $1 more. It's gonna have to be like way more than that. Basically, the job offer was powder coating painters, and I'm good at this. It's one of my skills. It's something that I can handle. But hoping that I'm not gonna be the one guy in that department. And I'm gonna have a crew working with me, people helping me. And if I have to work under someone else, and like he's the boss or something else, well, this is why I told Remstad I'm not going into production work, because I don't want to have a boss over my head. I'm the boss. I'm the manager. If you hire me, I'm managing the department. I'm doing my own thing. This is my next choice in career, and I want to prove myself. I want to make it known for myself. And where I used to work at Needler, I was the manager of the department, and I had an assistant because sometimes it was too much for me, because I was the only one doing the job in the entire department until they start hiring some help. But the reason why I left Needler, because the salary was very slim, and it was killing my back. Seriously, it was just killing my back. It's just like where I'm at right now. Every weekend when I finish working, I'm dead tired. It's like, if you want to know what I mean by being dead tired, it means that when I leave work, I have no energy to do anything else when I should. And when I reach home, if I didn't eat supper on the way, I don't have energy to make myself a supper. And then when I go to my bedroom and sit in front of my computer, I can barely keep my eyes open for 30 minutes until I fall asleep. So that's to give you an idea of how dead tired I am. And I'm not at my 20 or 30s anymore. I'm going toward 50. I'm going to be 46 years old next year. I have to recuperate my body's health. And like I said before, it's a vicious circle, because I have no energy to go to the gym, which means I have no energy to work more to make more money to pay for a gym, and I don't get healthy. I just keep getting tired and tired and tired, and it ends up being a cumulative amount of being tired. People are saying, what has the gym has to do with everything like this? Well, when you exercise, your body gets healthier and your mind gets healthier and happier. And when you get tired, you actually sleep your entire night. You don't wake up in the middle of the night after 6-7 hours of sleep. Barely 6 hours of sleep, and stay awake for the rest of the night. Thinking too much, being anxious. And lately, there have been a lot of situations where I've been anxious about things. But fortunately, I'm not going to lose this job that I have right now. This job that I have right now is secure, because they won't find anybody else to do this job. It took them 1.5 months to find me, to decide to hire me, after they tried everybody else. And they have no idea how hard it is going to be to replace me. It's it's not everybody that want there to spend the entire day on the road. Sometime from 6:30 to 7 or 8 p.m. You know, you drive for 2.5 hours to go to one destination. You work for 6-7 hours, and then you come back for another 2.5 to 3 hours of driving. Like, I don't know if you do know that how hard that is, how tiresome you are when you reach the end of that road. So this is one reason why I want to switch job. I do love the freedom and not having someone over my head, but I don't want to be tired anymore. And winning the lottery is not a viable option. It's something you can buy and dream on about. It might happen, it might not happen. It might take years before it happens, or never happens. You cannot rely on the lottery to be an actual exit. At one point, you have to take responsibilities that you have all these things to pay, and you have to pay it up, not to hope and wish to win the lottery. And this is basically the reality of my life now at 46 years old. At 46 years old, is that no matter how much lottery I buy, it doesn't pay off. It doesn't pay off what I put in. I say yes, this week has been lucky. I've won practically every day. I won a small amount, peanuts compared to what it should be. But that's the reality of life. There's no such thing as a free ride. Even though if there's a free ride, there's a price to pay for it. And a lot of young millennials, they want a free ride in life. They don't want to do jack shit. They're lost in their life. They don't know what they want to do. Their only joys in life is their video games and their escapism. But even there, that's fleeting. It doesn't last. It doesn't stay. It doesn't last. They just end up being more miserable than they already are when the game is finished, when the high is over. I was working with one like that when I was working at Needler. The painter was a gamer, and he spent his entire time playing video games. And he was living with his parents. For him, money was no object because his parents was paying for everything and they were not poor. So he could basically do whatever the hell he want at 26 years old. And if he didn't feel like showing up for work, he didn't show up for work, you know. So that's not much maturity or not much responsibilities. For me, 1 month after working with him, I was ready to fire his ass and find someone else. And what the boss did, he recalled somebody that worked for us for Nodler previously, which was more reliable. Apparently it was the best, but when I was doing my test on the product he painted, it wasn't the best at all. It was the same thing I was doing. There was much different between me and him. So anyway, I'm reaching my workplace. Oh, actually the gas went down, not bad. Probably it's going to be even go down when I need to fill up tonight. So, the reality of life is I owe. So off to work I go. And I think it's pretty much that for everybody. So, if you live in warm places where the sun shines, enjoy the sun for me, because here today, it's freaking cold. Have a good day, everyone.